is that I have my book, my inaugural piece, which is Overcoming Personal Challenges to Achieve Professional Success. I start off with my story. I start off with a prayer, then I start off with my story so people will know who I am and to connect with me. And then I go through what mental shifts and transformations I needed to go through. And if each day for 30 days, I provide you a word of inspiration, a quote, either it's a quote from me or it's a quote from someone else I admired or looked up to. And then I leave you, I give you a call to action, and I ask you a coaching question each day to make you reach within to write out notes. And so it's an interactive journal while it's teaching you at the same time. The other book that I have is in which I'm a co-author. Okay. And I should have it in front of me. It's actually in my garage. I have some in the garage. It's excuse me. It's a 365-day journal for women, and there are over 300 women each day. They're given a topic to write on, and I chose one of my younger daughter's birthdays. And that is, I talked about overcoming disappointments in there. So I have a page to talk about that. And then is bestseller as well. And then most recently this week, what you were talking about, Sunshine, was the Women of Virtue Walking in Excellence. And Dr. Tashika Green, she's the visionary of that book. And she was doing that in memory of her mom, and she's definitely a legacy builder. In fact, I just had her on my Empowerment Journey podcast to, interview her and talk about it. But at any rate, I have a chapter in that book, and it's titled "Waiting for the Other Shoe to Drop, but God Built My Strength." Because I told you I lived in survival mode. So I was like, what's coming next? What's coming next? I talk about everything. Like I shared my depression, the death. I also talk about even mine and my own children near-death experience in a car accident. So it's just phenomenal now. I just can't believe it. And I can't do it without the support and love of people who believe in my vision. And the book contains, I think, 20 women who provide inspiring stories. So my walk in life is to continue to inspire others. And they can find the books on Amazon. They also can find it on my website, which is reachingwithinempowerment.com.
Quite beautiful. Just listening to you share the stories. I mean, I can see a picture of a book that is not conventional. It walks you on a daily basis and gives you a call to action, a coaching call, like you said, on your day-to-day activities and how best you can evolve to become the success that you want to be. You mentioned something that was of interest to me. You said in your books, you also share some of your quotes and quotes of other people that have stood out to you across, in your journey rather on success. So I want to ask you, what's one of the greatest advice you ever received about success in life? And why did that particular advice stand out for you?
I think I touched on that earlier. And it's going to probably be a combo answer. So you might get a 2-for-1. So what's important, what my mentors told me is don't forget about your 3 legs on the stool. Don't forget about those. So you got God or church, or whatever your faith is, right? You got your family, and then you got your means, right? Which is your business, your job, or whatever. Okay. Should either of those break, your stool is going to break. So it's important that you keep that stool well leveled. So if you got to recalibrate some things, if you got to go and isolate yourself to regain your power, to get that three-legged stool back together, then that's what you do. The other piece of that answer, and I touched on that, is showing up as your authentic self. You hear a lot of people talking about that. And what I mean is being real, being true to yourself. Get rid of the imposter syndrome where you feel like you got to people please everybody. Set your boundaries. I often wonder, and there were times when